friends, do you know Java is object-oriented programming language? But what makes Java object-oriented? Let's understand. Agenda for today's video is to know the foundation of object-oriented concepts. We shall see what is object, what is class, and what is data encapsulation. So let's begin. As we all know, Java is called object-oriented programming language. Object-oriented programming languages are based on the concept of objects. But what exactly object is? In software, object represents real-life entities. Look around you right now and you will find many examples of real-world objects. People around you, your dog, desk, and many more. Objects do not need to be physical. Your address can also be an object. Depending on our application, we can frame objects. Like graphical program may have objects such as circle, square, list, and many more. Similarly, online shopping system may have objects such as customer, product, shopping cart, and so on. So let's start with the basics of object. It consists of identity, state, and behavior. So let's understand each one of them in detail. First one, identity. Let's take an example to understand it. Suppose there is a class called person. It can have many objects and we can give unique name to every object like Rinki, Parth, Javed, and Joey. So, a unique name will become identity of the object. Now, second one, state. For example, if we consider Parth as an object to class person, it can maintain its state in variables such as name, age, gender, email, contact number, and many more depending on application's need. Now, if we consider an enterprise application system, let's consider Parth as an employee and it will have variables such as name, employee ID, designation, email ID, salary, etc. Similarly, in banking application system, let's consider Parth as a customer. So it will have variables such as account holder name, account number, account type, branch, balance, etc. Objects can also contain other objects as attributes. Suppose there is an object of person class, we call it Rinki. It can have attributes such as name, age, gender, and address. But address can also have house number, street, city, state, and country. So, here we have created address01 object and assigned it to address variable of Rinki object. So, unique name gives identity to the object and variables defines state of the object. So, let's continue with behavior. The behavior of an object is given by methods. It often modifies the state of an object. So let's consider same example. A class person can have walk, talk, dance, eat, sleep as methods to define its behavior. Similarly, in an enterprise application system, the person will be an employee and it can have methods such as apply for leave, set email, get salary, set manager, and many more depending on our application's need. Similarly, if it is a banking application system, the person will be customer. It will have methods such as deposit amount, withdrawal amount, check balance, and set contact number. This methods changes the state of object. Like here, deposit amount and withdrawal amount will change the balance of our customer. To conclude, unique name gives identity to the object. Variable defines state of the objects and method defines behavior of the object by modifying its state. So as we have learned everything about object, objects are created with the help of class. So let's continue with class. A class is a blueprint or prototype from which objects are created. It represents the set of variables and methods that are common to all objects of one type. Objects are instances of class. Like Rinki, Joey, Parth and Javed are instances of class person. Person is a class which has variables like age, gender and email. It also has methods like walk and talk. Now we can use this class to make thousands of objects. They all will have unique identifiers like path and variable values of their own, as path can have its own age, gender and email value. They can also access class methods, walk and talk. Data encapsulation. Data encapsulation is one of the many concepts of object-oriented programming. It is always followed while constructing a class in Java. So let's understand it with an example. Suppose there is any person object like Rinky. It has attributes like name, age, gender and email. Data encapsulation is all about hiding internal state and providing outer world access only through methods. So, hiding internal state and requiring all interaction to be performed through methods is known as data encapsulation. Methods give us a control of how outside world is allowed to use objects. For example, if we set a criteria for age of a person so that any integer less than 1 or greater than 120 should be rejected. So, if someone tries to enter the age as -10, we could reject it. In the next video, we will actually define a class in Java and use it to make many objects. Thank you for watching our videos.